if you really truly believe in what you have in mind, you really need to take a step of faith and try it. Because an idea that have not been tried, it's a failed idea. It's a failed idea. An idea that have not been tried is a failed idea. There is no difference between the idea that you have not done, and somebody who has no idea and they are not even doing anything.
Hi, I am Jambolist, a corporate girl who also has multiple passions. When I'm not at my 9 to 5, I spend time focusing on growing my small side business that I love. I created From Stack to Unstoppable podcast to give you simple, actionable strategies to help you get unstuck from limiting beliefs and find your purpose. If you're a professional, a 9 to 5er, or an aspiring entrepreneur, and are looking to get out of your comfort zone, use your God-given talents and passion, you, my friend, are in the right place. Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of From Stack to Unstoppable podcast. I am your host, Jambolist. Today on the show, I have a very special guest. Her name is Serah Munyiri. Serah is the president of a company called Jambo List. Now, Jambo List works to bridge the business and investment gap between the Kenyan diaspora and Kenya. Serah is also very passionate about the social and economic growth of the Kenyan community in the USA and abroad. So today's conversation is very enlightening. Serah talks about how she started her business. She talks about how she's passionate about the youth, passionate about women and how she empowers them, and then really just passionate about communities. So this conversation is very, very inspiring, and I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's bring Serah in. Hi there, Serah. Thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
So good that you said yes to this conversation. So now when people ask, tell me a little bit about yourself, what do you tell them?
Oh, I don't have a little bit. I have a lot.
Tell us a lot.
But to summarize, yes, my name is Serah Munyiri. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I live in New Jersey. I've lived in the US for over 25 years. I'm a businesswoman and I love it. I have over 15 years of experience working for natural gas companies in different leadership positions. But I am loving just running my own business and just working through with my partners and just making it happen every day.
Awesome. Tell me about that transition from being in leadership in the gas, you said gas company?
Yes, natural gas.
From that into your own entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur. How was that journey?
It is a journey that you really have to take a deep breath, think hard, and then think long before you make the decision. However, it's the best decision that I've ever made for myself and for my family and for my business. Just carrying all the experiences that I have gotten, all the exposure that I have received, all that I have in my resume and more, and not just coming to apply that to a business that I build and I believe in, a business that I know that it will be my future and the future of many generations to come. So it's wonderful and it feels great.
Yes. And now how long have you been an entrepreneur for? How many years?
3 years. That's the time that I've had the opportunity to be a business person.
Very good. And tell us about your business, because I know you're very involved in the community, especially in the diaspora community. You're very passionate about that. So tell us about your business and why you're passionate about it.
I am very passionate about diaspora. And when I look at the diaspora, I look at my village. And I do feel that this is where we are supposed to be. And there's a reason why we came when we came. And when I say we, I am including all the other members of the diaspora who are here.
Okay.
I do have a lot of passion with many diaspora aspects.
Okay.
But to name a few, I really love working with women. And I also enjoy and appreciate working with the youth. And I'll talk a little bit about the youth.
Yes, please.
And then I'll talk about the women, and I'll talk about the diaspora as a whole.
Let's do that.
The youth, I started working with the youth from when I was back in Kenya.
Okay.
Just being a youth member and being in the leadership of a church and just doing things and planning things for the youth. And then when I migrated here in my early 20s, I realized that there was a gap. The community where I came, community of Odaya people, I started seeing that when we have graduation, we are not planning them well. I don't know, I had not even planned a graduation, but I just felt that there is something that needs to be done here. And so I started inviting everybody else graduation because I had not graduated.
You became the coordinator of graduations.
I became the coordinator in chief. And so I would, I would hear because there was like an Odaya group.
Okay.
So many people have come from Odaya who live here in the diaspora. And most of them back then, they used to live here in New Jersey. So I would just invite everybody and then we'd cook, we'll have fun, we'll go to the park, barbecue, do all these great things. And then we'll go take pictures. If a parent is here, we would be taking them to New York City, hiring limos and doing all these great things.
Oh, wow.
So I realized that I had a passion with education and I really wanted everybody to graduate from college. I wanted to encourage even those people who are not pursuing their degree to find a way to do it. And transitioning into adulthood, I had my own kids. And my oldest was in high school when I started. Well, my oldest was in middle school when a couple of parents would reach out to me to talk to their kids. Okay. I don't know what they found in me, but, they would tell, hey, can you talk to so-and-so? Just try to encourage them, try to guide them, whatever. And I took the opportunity talking to the kids. And most of them will listen to me. In fact, some of them have, over the years, have listened to me beautiful, beautiful letters after they have transitioned and they have become professionals in this country.
Wow. Okay.
And fast forward, it was my son's turn and he was now in high school. And I realized that the problems that the other parents were calling me about are the problems that I'm seeing in my own house. Okay. And some of the problems are solvable because kids in high school experience a lot of hardship. It's very difficult. Yeah. And they are expected to do so much for themselves. Yeah. And with little support, most of the time from the counselors, even if the counselors are there, one counselor has more than 100 kids. So they can only do so much. The kids are supposed to, now our high school kids are supposed to figure out the application process, like the essay, figure out the college, all this. And I know some of parents are fast. They know what to do because they went to college here, like myself, or they have better exposure. But think about a parent who was working an odd job in Kenya. They did not have like a professional job. And so they never went to college in Kenya. Yeah. And then they come here, they get into a nursing school, or they get to a trade school, or they get to a job where they progress and they grow. And they don't know much about the college process. Right. And now they have a child in high school. Yeah. Guess what they do? They tell the child, oh, take off, and you just figure out what you need and do it.
Right.
And because I realized that there was a lot of stress in that area, based on my own son, I decided that I'll reach out to other parents who
Okay.
had kids my age and a little older, so that we can figure this thing together.
Okay.
And that's how I started my organization, the organization called EPAD, Empowering People of African Descent.
Okay. Very good.
Basically, to be able to support the kids and to assist them from high school into college. And then in college, we'll support them, help them figure out the internships, the first jobs, because all of us now professionals, we know the companies that are hiring. We work for them.
Yeah.
We are actually the leaders in those companies.
Exactly.
We are the managers.
Exactly.
So we are the ones who are hiring.
Yes.
But sometimes, even if I am hiring in my company, if I don't know your child needs help,
Yeah.
or they are looking for a job,
Yeah.
I won't reach out.
No,
But
you wouldn't
just
know.
grouping the parents together, grouping the kids together, gave the opportunity for those working in Google or working in CNN or whichever company,
Right.
to really talk on a behalf of a block of kids that are minority kids and they are looking for a job. So
Oh,
that's how I support that community.
that's
For the
amazing. And
women
how is
in
that?
their,
Tell me a little bit about progress. What have you seen in that particular community?
oh, that community has thrived. Our first class is now working,
Okay.
and some of them are the biggest lawyers they are working as lawyers in New York City.
Okay.
They IT, we have doctors, we have specialists from the
Oh,
same program. We
okay.
have cardiologists, we have a gynecologist. And so many times we try to get these kids or older children to mentor the younger ones. Now we
Okay.
have inbuilt resources within
Yes.
our community that
Yeah.
can support my kids who are now in middle school, because
Yeah.
I have many kids.
You have a middle
So
schooler?
I do. I
Okay.
have an elementary and a middle school and a high school and
Oh,
a
you have
college.
all levels.
Yes.
Yes.
So now we are seeing the kids who are already in the working levels.
Mhm.
They have gone through their program they have gone through the college, they have graduated, some of them have masters.
Okay.
Now they can easily come back and be
give
able to
back.
give back to the kids that they already know, because they
Right.
know these kids
Yeah.
through the process of, so it is the same program
Okay.
that during COVID, I was telling you, we did
Yes.
uh, a
An
career
outreach
fair.
with
It
yes.
was a career
Yes.
fair. We
Mhm.
invited different professionals,
Okay.
and through Zoom, we had professionals from all walk of life, from all over the country,
Okay.
and they were talking about their professional in different groups. And we would transition from one group, the kids will go to the other group. After every 10 minutes, you transition to a new group.
Okay.
And it was wonderful.
Right.
It was wonderful.
Right.
So there is a lot that we have done in that space.
Yeah.
There is a lot of work that needs to be done.
Okay.
And one thing I know for sure, there is a lot of opportunities for our kids.
Right.
It is hard because you are dealing with parents who may not be seeing the opportunity,
Yeah.
and the kids
Yeah.
who are American kids and they don't want to be bothered.
They don't want to be bothered. And there's another thing. So we are parenting them, especially us who came from other countries. We are parenting them like we're in Kenya, but we're in America. It's so confusing for them.
It is very confusing. But what I usually tell anybody who want to hear, we grew up in a slavery communities where a lot of our parents, not slavery, colonial. A lot of parents talk about colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about their parents being killed. They talk about their parents being beaten to death. They talk about Mau Mau and all these other things.
Yeah.
So that is part of us. We grew up with it.
Yeah.
Parents here, who look like us, our cousins, the African American, they grow up talking about slavery.
Yeah.
So the African American kids grew up in a household that their father, their grandmother we're talking about the challenges they face at the early years or whatever.
Yeah.
Our children don't have that. They don't have either of that.
Yeah, they don't.
So they're in this space where they are like, okay, this slavery that my mom talks once in a while, which is really rarely you talk about colonialism.
Yeah.
Or this slavery that I learned in school.
Yeah.
You know, where do I come in?
Where do I come in?
Do I follow the side of colonialism?
Yeah.
Or the side of slavery?
Yeah.
Where am I? And that's why I think our kids can really be able to transition and grow and be able to reach any level of academic without necessarily having a lot of challenges like we see with other communities because they don't have ties.
Yes.
Yeah. But the challenge is that a child has to really know their heritage. They have to attach themselves to something.
Yes.
And that is the challenge we have with our parenting. Because some parents, they don't want to really show them that they are Kenyans.
Yeah.
They want to show them you're an American, but you're an American who did not, fully went through the slavery. I did not go through, like it's hard. It's a very difficult
it's hard
for the parents to be able
to hard balance.
To balance. Yeah. The only way that I see it works and it is easier. It is if you have more kids coming together like we do with EPAD, you bring them together and you get someone to talk to them as a block.
Okay.
Because they have similarities. Those kids who you are talking to have a lot of similarities.
They do.
And in so doing, we are going to be able to build a community.
This episode is brought to you by my signature group coaching program, Thrive, From Stack to Unstoppable. Thrive From Stack to Unstoppable is a most comprehensive program for overcoming limiting beliefs so you can confidently take charge of your life and career. This newly updated program is the only step-by-step approach that holistically assesses your level of fulfillment and satisfaction in the key areas of your life. This is going to help you foster a bulletproof mindset so you can have clarity, let go of fear, and those memorized patterns that are keeping you stuck from being the person that you are created to be so you can be your most authentic self and build the confidence you need to succeed in your life and career. So to sign up for the next cohort of this group coaching program, all you need to do is go to www.wamboimboro.com/thrive, and that is www.wamboimboro.com/thrive. I can't wait to see you in class. I like that space that you've created. Now, is it only for the community in New York, New Jersey, or is it open to anyone?
So when we had virtual events, it was open for communities, across the country.
Yeah.
However, through the same time, I got to know about other people who are doing the same or similar things.
Yeah.
So in almost, I would say maybe five different states or 6 different states, they have kids activities that usually happen. So parents can reach out to me and, I can be able to direct them to the one that is closest to them. Or I would love for people to start similar, and I would love for support for the New Jersey one.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's just hard when you're transitioning, you are parenting, you are doing this, you need parent support so that you can be able to do these things.
So true. You need parent support.
There are a couple of organizations that are helping our Kenyan kids.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, and we'll be more than happy to connect the parents.
That's I like that. I know when my girls were teenagers, and I think it was around COVID time, there was a group. There's still a group in Maryland that was doing something similar to what you're saying. So we would have speakers. They would come and talk to them about our culture. And then we would speakers tell them about the American, culture, so it was really good. They even had a graduation. So I used to drive them from New York to Maryland because I thought that was so important. So that, like you're saying, parents, it's all about the parent supporting, because if the parent is not supporting, then it won't work.
the biggest support is really for you to encourage your kids to attend.
So true. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can organize whatever I organize. But if I don't have kids,
yeah,
even if I invite, like, I can invite anybody.
True.
But if they come and there's nobody to talk to your kids, there are no kids, there are no audience.
You don't have the target audience.
Yes, you have to have the target audience.
Exactly. That's a beautiful thing. Now let's talk about women and leadership there, or whatever category that you want to move into. I like the youth.
So women, I have started an organization here in New Jersey with women, African women.
Okay.
And the motive is really to be able to support each other. In fact, it is this week that I've been thinking about how we should really have like a dinner where all these women can come. We are more than 450.
Oh, wow.
Can come together. Yeah. They can come together and get to know each other. Because constantly I'm getting new numbers. Oh, please add my sister, please add my cousin, please add whoever. It has been for over the years.
Okay.
But we didn't need to be able to get together. We support each other a lot. And especially if there's a loss, they also have supported kids a lot. Like when we have these events and we need little money to buy snack. Yeah. So I usually ask these ladies to give $5, $10, $20, and they'll donate.
Yes.
They support a lot of other activities within the community. So we have a space where if you have something going and you need help, you can just post it there, or you can ask me to post it there, and women will step it up. They'll cook for you. Let's say you're bedridden, they'll cook for you. They'll organize themselves to come through for you and support you going through whatever your women issues, parents issues, adult issues, death, stuff like that. We are always there supporting each other. So that is the organization that I really love, and I really want to bring it now to the next level, where we can actually be able to leverage the advantage we can get from this country and be able to grow. Yeah,
I like that. And what, Serah, made you think you have such good ideas and you implement them with the women's program? Why did you think it was important for that support? Because, and I'm gonna maybe answer for me. Sometimes it can be lonely in America.
Yes, it can be very lonely.
Yeah.
But I also realize that it's not everybody who feels the same. There are people who are just comfortable living by themselves.
Right.
But for me, being another person, I want to know what is going on. And generally, I really want to help. I want to support others. Yes. I just had to build a space where I can really get opportunities to help, to support others. I came in this country, and one day we're going to do a podcast about it.
Oh, I want to do.
And there was a lot of challenges that I faced in the first 2 years of my life here. And I don't want anybody that I know to ever experience that kind of challenges. Yes. Without having anybody that you can share with.
Can you talk a little bit, because we will do another podcast for that, but tell me one thing that was you faced that,
I was a homeless. I was homeless. Yes.
Serah?
Yes.
You are homeless.
Yes. So we'll come back and
we'll come back for that. Yes. Now I see the passion why you like to bring people together.
People have to come together. Yeah, just have to support each other and minimize those instances that people can actually be alone without having a choice. You can choose to be alone. True. But if you don't want to be alone, there should be an opportunity for you to see other people, to meet other people, to support other people, and to integrate. So having this forum has really helped in terms of building relationship, in terms of fellowship, in terms of building groups for different things. Yes. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing, and I just love when. Anyway, I love when women are together, because I think I know a man was created first, but until a woman was created, the world was still. But the woman came and shake the world. And
I like
also
that.
It's the woman that brings life.
It's the woman that brings life. Yes,
yeah,
so true. Yes, I like that. Actually, my pastor in New York, his name is A.R. Bernard. He says we were not created for isolation. We were created for community. And here you are. You are such a people you bring people together, which is amazing. Talk about your other community outreach or business, Jambo List, which is
so now. Sorry, let me talk about Jambolist.
Yes,
because Jambolist was delivered because of the needs of the community.
Okay.
For when I first started learning, knowing people here in New Jersey, I started realizing that, people call me for different things. Where can I do this party? I guess it started with the parties. Which school can I change? I want to transfer, just simple things.
Yeah, but you have planted the seed, remember, with the youth and now the women. Okay, continue.
Yes. So I became a resource. In the community, and I became a connector because I happen to know so many people. So I know a lot about people, and I like discussing ideas. I don't like discussing people, and so there's a lot of opportunity for me to meet anybody and we'll just strike a conversation on just about anything.
Yeah.
And so I realized that there was challenges with women who have given birth here. They have challenges raising kids. I know a lot of older women, a lot of nannies. I know a lot of accountants who can do taxes, all these things.
Wow.
And so one day, somebody just called me and asked me about where they can do their taxes.
Okay.
And I gave them two options. You can call this guy or call this person. They're both good. Just call and interview, do your own interview, make a decision. And prior to that, a girlfriend of mine had given me a book, a podcast to listen to.
Okay.
She had encouraged me to listen to this podcast by a Jewish rabbi. And what I know, of course, they talked about a lot about why Jews, you never find a poor Jew. Why Jew, they grow. Wherever they go, they blossom.
Okay.
And what he said that before you can get an opportunity to work with a Jew, they have to exhaust what they have within their community.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because that's what their holy book says. It says, don't forget your brother and to reach out to others before you reach out to your brother. So that is their understanding. And so majority of Jews, if you look, even their cleaners are Jews. Even the taxi driver, they go to school, to Jewish school. My kids go to a Jewish school because I live with a lot of them around where I am. Yes.
Okay.
In fact, they can speak Hebrew. So if they meet with Jesus, they'll speak the language completely.
Your kids speak Hebrew.
Yes, many of my kids have gone through, a Jewish school. But anyway, so when I listened to the podcast, I was taking a walk and my girlfriend was taking a walk. And we were just having a conversation about the podcast. Right. So I told her, oh, wait, by the way, so-and-so called, I said, somebody called me and they wanted to know about where they can do their taxes. And I gave them two options. And she said, oh, you always have people to give. But I said, yeah, I always have someone that, something that I can share with someone.
You're a walking directory.
Yeah, and then we were just taking a walk, and then we started talking about the podcast.
Okay.
And the podcast said about how Jews support others. And I said, wait a minute. Even us, I mean, that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yes, but unless somebody call you, there's no way they would know.
Right.
I said, well, business idea. Guess
Uh-huh.
what? We are going to build a directory.
Okay.
And so people will stop calling me. And instead, they will go to the directory.
Good
If you
idea.
are looking for something, you go to the directory and figure it out there, because
Right.
I am going to encourage all these people to list their business in the free directory where people can find them. Each other Kenyans can find them.
It is a free directory.
It's a free directory.
Okay.
And that's how Jambolist was born.
Another
It's a
idea.
list. It's Jambo List.
Jambolist.
Yeah.
Jambo, which means hello in Kiswahili. For those
Hello
who don't speak
and
Kiswahili.
list.
And then list.
And then our slogan is, every business begins with Jambo, which is true.
That's so good.
So we encourage all Kenyans with small, big, large corporation hustle to list their business there. If you cook chapati, go list your business there.
Okay.
So that as Kenyans, as Africans, we only need to go to one directory to find what we are looking for, and in order for us to support our fellow Kenyans.
And this is in the entire country. It's not just in New Jersey.
It's in Canada, it's in the US, and it's in Kenya right now. But our hope is to grow it so that even Kenyans in Europe and Kenyans in South Africa or Asia, they can have their own Jambolist.
Right.
Whereby you can just go, if you're really looking for ugali, you don't have to go to Google, because if you go to Google, some people may not have anything. They may not even have a website. They may not even have a Facebook announcing about that they make chapatis. Yeah. But if you have a phone number, you can go and list your business, and it is free. You create an account, just like Facebook. You create an account, you upload one picture of chapati, you put your phone number there, your zip code on where you are. So like for you, when you are, whatever you are away from in Texas, you can be able to go and input the zip code of where you are. Yeah. And you say, I want to drive 20 miles to eat nyama choma.
Oh, okay.
So if there's somebody who listed nyama choma within 20 minutes, you can find them.
That's a brilliant idea.
If you want to go to a Kenyan church, or fellowship, and they have marketed or they have listed their business at their church there, you just put the zip code, and within the 20 miles or 10 miles or 20 minutes drive, you'll find a church that you will go and feel at home. So Serah, we encourage everyone to list their business. It's free, and it's actually 100% free. But to pay for the business, we also market. We market businesses. Some of them are owned by Kenyans. Some of them are not owned by Kenyans. And we market them on our front page. So if you go to our website and you see the page on our homepage, those ones are paying little money. They are paying us for us to be able to maintain the business and to really grow our business.
Exactly, because I was going to ask you how does Jambolist then generate income? Yes. Okay, so very good. Now you also have events that you do.
And it is very exciting because Jambolist now has transitioned to be the link between businesses in Kenya and the diaspora community here in the US.
Wow.
And so we work closely with ministries, different cabinet secretaries. We work with governors. As a matter of fact, I possibly forgot to tell you that I'm the ambassador of Nyeri.
Oh, congratulations. You are
Yes,
the
thank you.
ambassador for Nyeri.
Deputy Ambassador of Nyeri County.
Rightfully so.
And so we work very closely with governors, with different counties, with different ministries to make sure that we are the link between diaspora community and Kenya.
That's good.
And so our event, when we put our events together, they are actually community events. We do not charge for people to come to our event. We do charge for the vendors. If vendors are coming, we are charging for the vendors.
Right.
And for dinner, of course, we charge for dinner. But this year we are very excited because we have a lady who is coming. Okay. Her Excellency Honorable Rebecca Miano. Nice. She is in charge of trade, industry, from Kenya. She's a cabinet secretary, and she has agreed to come. We are very excited because there will be very, very good topics that we'll be discussing. And she's coming with her office. Okay. So different sectors on the things that she takes care of will be represented. We'll have questions and answers. Yeah. We'll have the panels. We'll have, and so many Kenyans are coming. I don't even know why Kenyans are. They are so excited this time.
Well, I think they're excited. It's exciting. It just even to be in one place where you are seeing, your fellow Kenyans and just even maybe your fellow entrepreneurs, whatever it is. There's something that you identify.
We have a lot of entrepreneurs coming, a lot of business coming. Yeah. And a lot of excitement with the cabinet secretary, because I think that is one of the dockets that we here in diaspora who are doing business want to really connect with. So if you're looking into importing, exporting, growing your investments at home, there are many investments that are public and private and private and government related, where you as a person you can partner with the government of Kenya to build industries in Kenya. There's so many things.
That's amazing.
There's a lot of things that we are really, really expecting and looking forward to, because I think this will be a life changer. It will be a life changer.
When is it? Please tell my listeners, when is it, the dates, the time, and how they can, look up this event?
Yes, I have an event coming up in May. It will be on May 24th, May 25th. It will be here in New Jersey in a hotel conference room, a hotel called Embassy Suites in Piscataway, New Jersey. And the CES of Trade and Industry, Honorable Rebecca Miano, she'll be our keynote speaker. She's coming with her entourage. In fact, I was speaking to the office, and about 6 people from her office will be coming to support Kenyans and to share the information on various sectors, which include export, import, the money remittance, the industrialization that is happening in Kenya that requires public and private partnerships. Okay. They will share about growing our businesses in Kenya and the opportunities that the government here in the US have with the Kenya that we can take advantage of. So it's an event that we do not want anybody to miss.
Yes.
Our event is open for families, and the children are also welcome.
Okay.
And we can be reached from our website, jambolist.com. And I'm sure you'll be sharing our link there.
I will be sharing it in my show notes here. I will definitely be sharing it in my show notes. And you said it's free, but if you're a vendor, talk a little bit about that.
Yes, if you would like to become one of the vendors, we are still open and taking the vendors. So those opportunities are there. You will vend on Friday and also on Saturday. And we'll give you the space. And for 2 days, we expect that there'll be a lot of people will be coming because of where we are located and the fact that this is the second year that we are doing this expo. Last year, we had the honor of hosting His Excellency Honorable Sakare Jello. He was then the minister or the cabinet minister, the cabinet secretary of land and housing. But this year we have a lady who is coming, and as you learn about her, if you don't know, she's well fast, and we are very excited. Very, very excited.
That's exciting. And that's going to be in Piscataway, New Jersey.
Right.
So after our friends or your visitors come, they can just take the train to New York.
You know, New Jersey, where we are centrally located.
Yes.
We are only 20 minutes to New York City. We are 1 hour to Atlantic City. We are 20 minutes to the beach.
Okay.
We are 2.5, 3 hours to Washington, D.C. We are about 3 hours to Boston, 4 hours to Boston.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. Philadelphia is, 40 minutes to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that you can do. If you are planning a vacation this year, I would encourage you to consider coming to our expo and combine it with a vacation here in New Jersey. And of course, if you're from New Jersey, where else would you be?
Where else would you want to be but in the Jambo List?
Jambo List Expo.
Expo.
So we are excited, and we really, really, truly appreciate all the support that we are getting, all because we are getting a lot of support from the community.
Yeah.
We are getting a lot of support from the government.
Mm-hmm.
The president will be here in the country around the same time as the time that we are having our expo.
Is he going to possibly show up? Who knows?
We have invited him, but those are things that we can't tell until time happens.
Of course.
Yes, but the ministry, the diaspora ministry will be there. It is possible that we'll be able to get a mobile for ID and passport. And all that information will be communicated in the next 2-3 weeks. Okay. Because we really need to get confirmation for that, but those communication are in talks.
That's very good. That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Serah, tell us how it just sounds like you're just a visionary. You have had so many successful businesses. How was it to and how has it been? How has your entrepreneurship journey been? And I'm asking this because a lot of the people that my audience, they really want to maybe do something, even if it's together with their 9-to-5, they may want to do a side hustle, but they feel stuck. They don't want to take the leap. What would you tell someone who is afraid to take the leap? Here you are, you're thriving, you have a youth community that you're doing, and an enrichment of youth, women, and now Jambolist. Tell us.
That's a loaded question.
It's very loaded, I know.
Yes, it is very
How
loaded.
do you advise someone who is stuck, who wants to do something like you did? You were employed for 15 years, and then
I was. The thing is, if you really truly believe in what you have in mind, you really need to take a step of faith and try it. Because an idea that have not been tried, it's a failed idea.
Oh,
it's a failed idea.
Say that again.
An idea that have not been tried is a failed idea.
Okay.
There is no difference between the idea that you have not done, and somebody who has no idea and they are not even doing anything.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
So at some point, it's good to take the leap of faith. And of course, you do your research to make sure that the idea that you have it's strong enough.
Right.
And it doesn't hurt to look for a mentor. It
Okay.
doesn't hurt to be able to speak to someone who has done something before, to really get some insight, some guidance, some how do I do it. Majority of people who have started jobs, businesses here,
Mhm.
they start. There are 3 ways that people
Okay.
start jobs. One, you quit and decide to start a job,
Okay.
a company.
Yeah.
Or you get fired
Yes.
and you have no choice because you had this idea
Yeah.
and now you decide, guess what?
Yeah.
They fired me.
Yeah.
I will never be fired again.
Yes.
I will do this and this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And the third is where you decide to start small. You
Yeah.
start small
Mhm.
and grow slowly by slowly until you are very comfortable
Yes.
leaving your work.
Right.
Now, one thing that makes, don't forget that 80%, more than 80% of businesses that are registered every month, they fail.
Oh, okay.
Here in
Do
the
we-
US.
Do we know why they fail?
I think part of it is really, if you have not done enough marketing research,
Okay.
maybe you are not ready for business,
Okay.
because there is no business that is easy. Any business that you see succeed,
Mhm.
people overwork on
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I co-own Jambolist with 2 other ladies.
Okay.
And if I tell you that each one of us puts in 40 hours a week
Oh,
or about,
okay.
so it's a lot of work
Okay.
that you have to really be ready to work. A lot of people like business, or they think that they can do business because they
like
are
the
seeing
idea.
they are seeing a successful business. We are seeing our boy Bolo is
Mhm.
doing very well
Mhm.
with her podcast, with her business.
Mhm.
But we are seeing the level where you are.
Yeah.
We are forgetting the day that you started
Yeah.
and
I
the
remember.
journey that you've traveled. We don't look at that. We just look at where you are.
Yeah.
So before you start a business, it's good to be ready mentally, to know that it's a journey.
Mhm.
And in business, you actually put more time than your own work, where you work, where you're employed.
That's what you are telling me. You're saying you put in 40 hours, you and your other 2 partners. And I'm thinking, I mean, many people would think, well, you own a business. Maybe you just put 20 hours and the rest you are at the beach.
At some point, it will get there. But for now, and when you are
Yes.
building foundation, in a home, in a
Mhm.
building,
Yeah.
the hardest and the most expensive part is the foundation.
The foundation.
Is the foundation. So the foundation of anything, even when you are raising a kid,
Yeah.
it is the foundation that really matters. Because if you don't have a good foundation, even in terms of the food you give to a child, or the foundation, the tree, even the tree, how you planted the tree,
Yeah.
how you fed the tree in the foundation, it will be shaky.
True.
So the
So true.
foundation for a business is very important.
Foundation.
And there's a lot that you need. Putting the policies together, building contracts from scratch, building relationships, building customer base, dealing with customers and you have no idea what to tell. It's hard.
Yes.
It's hard.
It's
How many
hard.
times you want to quit?
Yes.
But if you start firm, eventually you will be happy. You'll be working 1 hour and you're in the beach the rest of the time.
And the business will be working. I hear when people say, your business will be making you money while you sleep.
where when you're sleeping,
When you're
you know,
asleep. That's
because it is a transition, you hire the right people,
yeah.
you treat them well,
Yes.
they help you grow your business. And then eventually you transition it to them and tell them, hey, learn this business.
Yeah.
I'll be overseeing.
Yeah.
That's when I'll be calling you. We go to Dubai.
Oh, that's going to be happening soon.
Yes,
That's
it'll be happening soon.
Now, the other thing, thank you for that. That's very good, the way you put it, and really saying it's not easy. It's not an overnight success.
No.
Not an overnight success. It's a lot of hard work, commitment, and just not quitting. Now tell me, the other thing that I'd like to talk about is that self-doubt. A lot of the people that I have coached, I see have a lot of self-doubt, and they are not willing to put themselves out there. What makes people stuck? And what are the strategies you can tell them to believe in themselves and to take that one step? Self-doubt.
Self-doubt, it's one of the things that really hold people together, because even as I talk to people, a lot of people have great ideas.
Yes.
And they have the drive.
Yeah.
But they don't believe in themselves. Like they almost need you to tell them, hey, you can do it. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
You have the idea. Just go.
Just go.
And then you meet them 2-3 years after, they are talking about the same idea. They're still stuck.
Yeah.
And it's a very difficult place to be. And I'm not saying, even me and you, there's a time when you have to really rethink about something.
Right. There are moments when we have self-doubt too.
Yes, you have self-doubt. But one thing that I have learned to do is to write my thoughts down. Write them down.
Okay.
And then reface it there.
Okay.
Because most of the time you come and you'll be able to reason with the other person who wrote. Now, you wrote, it's like reading a book. You can read your own book and then you are like, wow, what was I thinking? Or this was a great idea.
Yeah.
So you write your thinking down, your thoughts down.
Right.
You write them down and then give yourself time.
Okay.
Few hours a day, come back and read those thoughts. I think you start realizing that you are stronger than you think.
Oh, okay.
You actually start counseling yourself in believing into your thoughts.
Yes.
Because if you sit down and think about things that you had thought. Let's say you had thought about some things like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and you never did them.
Yeah.
You look at those ideas and you are like, I wish I did them.
Yes. Yeah, I wish I started sooner.
Yes. Because you self-doubted yourself. And that's why I bring the idea of writing down.
Right.
Write down your thoughts.
Right.
And then give yourself time.
Okay.
Come digest those thoughts.
Okay.
That will help you. And then reflect on things that you have not done, that if you had done them, things would be different. You'd be having positive results.
Oh, that's amazing.
You think about that.
That's amazing. I like that you touched about think about the things you could have done and ask yourself, if I could have done them, where would I be? I also say, to add on to that, think about the things you've done before and what they made you become. And so when you are doubting yourself at that point, say, if I could do it, I can do this.
Yes.
Yeah. So two ways of thinking of things you could have done or things that you have done before.
Absolutely.
So where can my listeners find you?
Yeah, your listeners can find me on a social media platform.
Yes.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter.
Oh, you're
I'm
on Twitter.
LinkedIn.
X.
Yes. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And I use my name, Serah Munyiri.
Okay.
And at those platforms.
Yeah.
You can also find us on Jambolist.
Okay.
Jambolist.com is our website, and they can also text me. My phone is a public number,
Okay.
and so I don't mind sharing it.
Okay. Yes. Please share it, and we'll also put it
Yes,
in the show notes. What is the phone number they can
my
call?
phone number is 908-812-7965. I am happy to speak to anyone who really would like to connect with me.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to learn from your listeners.
Yes.
I'm also happy to share any information that I may have that may be able to help something.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This has been a very impactful conversation. I can't wait to share it with the world. And I really do thank you for saying yes to this request for my podcast. So, Serah, I will have you come back and we can talk more about your journey to the USA. But for now, please have a nice evening, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate the opportunity to be in your show. I look forward to learning from you. I was listening to your podcast. I think this is a podcast that should be with everyone. So thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
So there you have it. I hope this conversation between Serah and myself was inspiring to you. If you have a business, reach out to Serah. She will list your business in her directory called Jambo List for free. Now leave a comment and let me know what your takeaway was. And until next time, take care. Hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, please take time to review and rate it. It's the fastest and easiest way to say thank you for creating this content. Until next time, keep thriving. I cannot wait to see you next week. Take care now.